I just don't give a shit who gets it anymore, and I don't mean that in a mean way. It's like, for once in my life, I'm not so selfish that I care anymore. Like, when you get to the place where you love yourself so much, you just want to do the most right thing from the center forward. There's just nothing greedy about loving yourself. There's just nothing greedy about loving yourself. Now, I'm not talking about people who hurt others in order to love themselves. If you do that, you don't realize your power, and you probably don't have any intention to. So you're just a player in the game. And the other side is you give your energy to a good belief system, a good God external, and you love that, and you put your devotion and your energy into that, and it builds its egregoras and its temples, and I've talked about all this. While your soul's flame gets dimmer. But they say when you die, your ascended self, your higher self comes in, and I've died way too many times. Like, I don't even count no more. So there's no excuse for anybody to use any of this information in order to body hop, to live forever, when if they had a soul, they would already know that they're eternally living forever now as this form, within this concept at this moment, as themselves, while in all the others. So there's like no excuse at any point in time to be cruel, unless you're literally someone who has no clue what they're doing. Now, I'm not saying justice is cruel. Justice sometimes just has to happen. It's called balance. It's not called getting revenge. It's not, which we all want to do when we're mad and our energy's low and we're not focused on how much we love the center. But if you're focused on all those things, then you're the balance, you're the justice, you're the Libra, because you're focused on your center. That's real balance and real justice. And it's the only place that you can justly judge anything and anyone from, when you know that's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so other than loving myself, it's never my place to judge anybody or anything. But my spirit will, at times, make justice happen all around me, the more I pour within to my soul. Why? Because that balances all my chakra and makes me an instrument of balance, which, having all your angles, your churches, your chakra balanced, means you're a what? You're considered an angel, a warrior, a Buddha, on whatever level you consider that leveling up. Religious, non-religious. Some of us just are not religious. Our body is a temple, and disciplines in schools are what teaches you that, but only you can accept how much of that you truly are, and what you're going to do with it, and how you're going to walk forward at any given moment. So the more you pour into your center, the more you just know that, and you don't have to think. And it's not because you died, stepped out of the way, and some alien agented life force stepped in and takes over. Like, then you're a puppet. You gave your agenda up to something that's puppeted. And that's just how it is with people who are outside in those two storylines I told you about. You're in someone else's storyline, you're a puppet. Or you're here observing and waiting for your spirit to tell you exactly what to do, when to do, and how to do it. This is called like when God leaves you from the left hand or the right in the Bible. But I'm not talking about those left and right hand agendas, just so you know, and don't get confused that true alchemy is the body, not the script, the scripture, and the stars and the universe outside of you, but that the universe is in you. And as you bow to your center Everything around you aligns with your chakra, and you're able to flow through the center, down the stream, in the water, through the miasma, in the Maya. That's what it's about. It's that simple. How can I stay in my center? How can I stay in my center always and ever if I'm called to judge and be the balance of Libra and forced to be? How much can I stay in my center while doing that? Because I don't have to think. When the ghost does something, it's done, because it's done as a collective mind. And I'm not talking about the left, right, left collective mind. I'm talking about everything that's part of my energy on whatever level you can grasp that as. It's not just the stories of the left and right. It's me walking, flowing through the story. It's just my energy flowing through the story. Does my energy want to be part of the story, or does it want to flow through the story? Do I want to be on the outside of the tunnel looking in, or do I want to be in the tunnel traveling the way I want to travel through space-time dimension? That's a choice. Bow to your center. That's how you figure it out. This God stuff external to you is a puppet's game on every level, whether that be Satanists or deists of any kind. The planets, astrology, everything we give our energy to, everything. Be thankful for everything, but you're everything. So bow to your center. Be your soul. That's all I gotta say, because the people who taught me how to do it have no freaking clue how to do it. They're just dumb, as far as I'm concerned. They're dumb. They're puppets. Whatever, not my problem. Some of us cleanse our parasites and our diseases out of our bodies, and some of us can't. And I don't judge anyone, because I'm no one to judge anyone. It's not my job. I have to bow to my center, because that's all that matters. So why put the energy outside? But I am glad all this shite from my past trauma that I still have some emotions attached to is coming up with the Illuminati, the satanic, and non-satanic off-world alien, Elohim, gods, agendas of the heavens that are above us, that are just us playing out the storyline down here. It's just that simple and that complex, because then your brain's like in a loop and it's like, what? Just always know there's something above your stars. There's something above your astrology. It's in your center. It's you just knowing it. Oh, this is what's going on now. People call that being psychic. They call it being an empath. And then you just know that that's really literally what you were made to be, a divining rod between heaven and earth. So it's not freaking weird. It's you. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's what you are. On whatever level you're willing to channel that, or be that, or accept that, you are that. Or you forget about all that shit, cut off all the pendulum and the egregore. If you haven't learned to bow to your center, then you are this and only this, and nothing else exists until this ignites. So you light your own candle. Not, mama, come light my candle, or mama, let me light your fire, or baby, come on, baby, light my fire. No. You bow to your center and you'll be an internal flame, and you won't be having to ask any of the puppet masters for your fuel. None. And you're like, well, that's not how gods operate. Thanks for telling me what you don't know. Whatever. You comprehend it at whatever level you're at. You have to follow the Illuminati, left, right, left. You have to follow religion, left, right, left. You have to follow street gangs, left, right, left. But when it's coming down on the whole world, you have to follow your ancestors, left, right, left, to your center, because everything's the ancestors, the organic matter and energy broken down here, living all around you as you, and who are you going to be for them? I am going to be the woman holding the sword until I step into Valhalla, or whatever that archetype represents, which is me, bowing to my soul in my center. Night, day, whatever you want to call it. I just find it a huge common sense comfort to know all this, because if I couldn't bow to my soul, I would still be an extremely depressed person, traumatized so bad about what this earth and this universe is, that I'm in a ball rolling all around in the bed saying to myself over and over again, if nobody else loves you, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're not going to die. Without knowing you're loved. I did it for me. Everyone can do it for them. That's the real story here. That's your soul's mission. Anything outside of that is a distraction here. Is a lie. It is the Maya, miasma, and matrix. The germs of the thought, of the mind, of the mind's set up construct here that you're operating in to bow to your soul, find your center, and find you and love it. That's God. That is your energy, your life force. At whatever level you grasp at until you're not that anymore and you're something else. That's what dying before you die is, which we have the privilege of doing now. That's the real ego wipe, not the world's ego wipe, not New Age ego wipe. Loving the soul wipes the ego by itself in a loving, nurturing, honoring, never put out your own flame way. And when you try to share that with others, they're going to put a cover on your bushel. They're going to hide your light under the bushel, because the bushel basket I'm thinking of, because they can't handle it. So those of you that know how to be you, just be you. And try not to pay attention to anything else and anyone else. And anything trying to take your light, just say the thunderbolts of Zeus and Jupiter gonna take that out, and all the miasma and the plasma of the mother and whatever else needs to take that out of your way, in whatever loving way, shape, or form, true justice and balance has to happen. Just step out of the way and let it happen. Stop giving your energy to other people. Don't try to change anyone. And anyone thinking I'm trying to change them, leave this platform, because I'm not on here, okay, to do that. I'm on here to tell you how to die without dying, which is how you live forever, awake to the center of who you are. Who are you? You're this energy pouring forth from your chest when you love. Turn that in on yourself so you can experience real love before you pass on, and everything's just real love, because that's what you are. Or you don't realize it and you need to learn more things, and so you stay in places like this and learn more things. And I get tanked and I have to relearn everything. And I just cannot watch anything to do with Christianity. And then today I had to see stuff about the Illuminati and the gang level shit, you know, and rise above it and know that I'm above it, and that I'm not just above it, I'm above both sides of the agenda. And that's what it is to be Atman Guru, and then to supersede, which is a living soul. You heard that. Supersede, living soul. Super hurts. What's the perfect sound that makes the perfect number, which everyone tells you the hurts are the way you escape here. That's through bowing to your center, the center of the lotus, the heart that ignites all the other chakra, that does all this monkey business. Religions will have you chasing, and gurus will for 1,000,000 years while you're giving them your energy and your life force, and on and on and on, because some of that has to be in the story for you to be where you are. Stepping on heads, just be thankful that You can't give up on people, but that sometimes you got to just let them go. Because either they change or you're going to have to step on the head to get where you're going. And I don't mean that literal. I mean you just put them behind you and walk away. Or if they're threatening you to take your life and hurt you, they're going to be removed from your way. Because thou, O Lord, art a shield about me. I almost said Sheila. Yeah, it's the Sheila about me. It's my chi, it's my energy. That's what lifts my head. Loving myself, loving my center. I don't have to raise a hand ever and hurt anyone. My word is my truth and my righteousness. And that's liberty in Libra, and that's enough. And when I dwell in the center, I just speak the words and the shit happens. And I'm not talking about manifesting $1 million. I'm talking about removing the miasma at whatever level I was called here to do that. And I'll leave it at that, because that's where the New Age system starts to judge you if you don't have money. And the real currency is not your energy. And yes, it is. And you've got to break bonds and karma with Saturn and Jupiter and be a child, love yourself, bow to your soul, because that's how you escape the matrix, because you don't owe anybody anything when you're a child and you're not under a contract and can't be. But they say you are the minute you're born here and get a social security number, though your silly God says, no, you're not. Still somebody puts you under some form of prison. So, you're not under God's system here till you get out and you get under God's system here, which is real love. It's loving yourself and bowing to your soul and carrying ever on, just as Thoth wanted us to, that iblis bird head thing that's been reduced to a demon. Because it's just a symbol and a thought form of an actual manifestation of you being yourself. That bird, that thing that communicates with the heavens, the bird bows to the soul. And that's how the bird sees, the third eye. You go and you're directed by the direction of your heart. How? Via the Lord, via the soul glows up. And then seeing isn't about the external world and channeling and ciphering, which I did all that and still can do, because the symbol about the world's everywhere. But in the end, the symbol's got to be about you. It's got to be about your center. It's got to be about saving my energy to note, I'm going to the left hand right now. I'm going to the right. I'm staying in the center. Oh, gee, all I need to do is stay in the center. And when I sit in that, it all just unfolds like a lotus in front of me. Because I deserve that. And I am that. And I'm not going to stop being that. And, yeah, just loving and thankful to the people that are being able to come out about MK Ultra in Hollywood and in the military and the CIA and the demonic agenda, the reptilian agenda, the fallen angelic agenda, or our fallen prison guard agenda, whatever way, aliens, you want to look at that, whatever, I don't care, because there's a government, above every order, there's an order. And the best order is 432 hertz. And the frequency, until you change frequencies and go to another dimension of yourself. Thank you for your time.